We give you the facts, it's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I drink? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
Greetings viewers and subscribers. This Valentine's Day is gonna be special on this channel. We are gonna be taking YouTube blogging to a higher level. We are gonna be going live this Valentine's Day, February 14, starting at 5 p.m. My brethren, do you know this song? Compliment what she does. Bring her roses just because. If it's violin she loves, let them play. Dedicate her favorite song and hold her closer all night long. Love her today. Find 100 ways. Don't forget, there could be an old lover in her memories. If you need her so much more, why don't you say? Maybe she has it in her mind that she's just wasting her time. Ask her to stay. Find 100. Hey, man, I tell you, you see that Valentine's Day, yeah? It's gonna be special. Remember me tell you. So, here's the deal. To make this Valentine's Day special, I'm gonna need your help. I want you to send me a voice note dedicated to that special person in your life. That voice note will be played on Valentine's Day and it should be not more than 35 seconds. Please, I hope you understand. The voice note should not be more than 35 seconds. Send the voice note to this number. Look on the screen. The number that you should send the voice note to is 876-791-3438. Write it down. 876-791-3438. You can start sending your voice note from now, and the cutoff date for submission is Sunday, February 11. Only the number on your screen you should send the voice notes to. And only voice notes for Valentine's Day should be sent to that number. This Valentine's Day is gonna be festive and special over Yasso. And if you're down and confused and you don't remember who you're talking to, concentration slip away because your baby is so far away. Well, there's a rose in a fisted glove and the eagle flies with the dove. And if you can't be with the one you love, love the one you're with. Remember me tell you, Valentine's Day is gonna be extra special. No special, Valentine's Day is gonna be extra special over Yasso. Don't miss it. And admission is free. Free. In today's journey, we are still in the parish of St. Ann. Continue to sit back, continue to relax, and continue to enjoy this journey with me. Now, we were unable to carry any news yesterday, so you know what that means. Today we have a jam-packed video for you. So without further ado, this one took place on Thursday afternoon, January 25, about 2:30. It took place at Pond Piece in the Hopewell area of Hanover. We are learning that a 20-apartment board and concrete house. It is owned by a lady, but several tenants, to include adults and children, are living there. On Thursday afternoon, several of the tenants were at the premises when they realized that the back section of the building was on fire. The tenants, they made attempts to put out the blaze. However, the fire, it quickly spread and engulfed other sections of the building. 2 units from the Barnett Street and Lucy fire stations, they responded and they were able to extinguish the blaze. But by that time, the house and most of its contents were destroyed by fire. No one was injured. We are told that an investigation is being done to ascertain what could have caused this fire. Sad indeed. In this next story, listen this. On Thursday, January 25, about 12 midday, a lady, she's a 63-year-old retired accountant. She went to the National Commercial Bank, Portmore branch, where she withdrew $3,600 United States dollars and 50,000 Jamaican dollars. The lady, she then left the bank driving her white Toyota RAV4. She drove to the Portmore Mall, but the lady, she did not realize that she was being trailed by 2 hoodlums on a bike. From all indication, the hoodlums, they were tipped off by someone in the bank. Listen me carefully. These 2 hoodlums on the bike, they were tipped off by someone inside of the bank who would have told them that the lady withdrew a large sum of money. Now, all the while, we talk about these things. But let me tell you who the likely suspects are. 3 categories. Listen me carefully. 1, well, the first category is an employee in the bank. 2, one of the security guards in the bank. And 3, now, this category is never ever mentioned. But did you know that persons, they go inside the banks pretending to be customers? They would grab a number and sit down at customer service and they watch and see who are making large withdrawals from the bank. Did you know that? It sounds that way, but it's true. So the lady, she drove to the Portmore Mall. She stopped and parked her RAV4. She came out of the vehicle with her handbag that the 3,600 United States dollars and 50,000 Jamaican dollars were in. As she was heading towards the supermarket on the Portmore Mall, one of the hoodlums walked up to her with a gun in his hand. He took down the lady and robbed her of her handbag containing the cash and other important documents. The hoodlum, he then jumped back onto the bike and he and his crony, they made good their escape from the area. Just like that. Now, over at Rocky Hill in the Negril area of Westmoreland, early Thursday morning, January 25, about a few minutes after 2 o'clock, a 75-year-old man and his 68-year-old wife, they were fast asleep in their 2-bedroom board and concrete house when they were awoken by someone banging on the door. The door was then kicked open. 3 hoodlums, all armed with guns, they entered the house and demanded money from the couple. They didn't get any money, but they robbed the couple of their cellular phones. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape. Why may I tell you, 75-year-old and 68-year-old. Now, this one, it took place early yesterday morning. Friday, January 26, about 12:30. It took place at Ducky Lane in the Sterling District area of Grange Hill in the parish of Westmoreland. We are learning that a 26-year-old bike taxi operator, popularly known as Ridge, he was at his home when he was awoken by knocking on his front door. We are told that Ridge, He thought it was someone he knew knocking on the door, so he got up and opened the door. He was greeted by a lone hoodlum who was armed with a gun. The hoodlum, he opened gunfire at Ridge, hitting him to his left upper arm. The hoodlum, he then ran away, making good his escape. The police, they were called and they transported Ridge to a nearby hospital where he was treated and admitted. The mayhem. Now, in this next incident, we are learning that last night, Friday, January 26, a female, she was hosting a party at a building right across from the Savannah Lamar bus park in the parish of Westmoreland. We are told that quite a few patrons were in attendance at this party. About 1 o'clock early this morning, while the party was in full swing, a motorcycle rode up from Beckford Street direction with two hoodlums aboard. The hoodlums, they brandished guns and opened gunfire at the persons who were at the party. They also opened gunfire at a black Toyota Voxy that was driving out of a nearby plaza. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape on the motorcycle. When the smoke was clear, it was realized that 5 persons who were at the party, they were shot. A 31-year-old female, she received a gunshot wound to her lower right side. A 27-year-old male, he received a gunshot wound to his left hand. A 31-year-old male, he received gunshot wound to his right thigh. A 32-year-old male, he received gunshot wounds to his right foot and his right little finger. And another 32-year-old male, he received gunshot wounds to his back and his right elbow. We are told that persons who were at the party, they assisted them to a nearby hospital where they were treated and admitted. The black Toyota Voxy received gunshot damage to the back windscreen, the right back glass, and the right back panel. Luckily, the 2 males who were in the Voxy, they were not injured. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, 10 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene, but our information is that a lot more than 10 bullets were fired. The mayhem. Now, in this next story, we are learning that a man, his name is Daron Palmer. He was a 43-year-old cabinet maker living at Blue Hole in the Montpelier area of St. James. We are told that Daron, he was recently diagnosed with diabetes, hypertension, and respiratory illness. He was taking several different medications. We are told that Daron, he was recently admitted at the Cornwall Regional Hospital. Our information is that Daron, he was last seen alive on Thursday morning, January 25, about 7 o'clock at his house. About half an hour later, we are told that persons were walking on a dirt track that lead to Daron's house when he was seen lying motionless on his back. As a result, the police were called in. It is suspected that Daron, he died before he was found. The police, they are not suspecting any foul play, but a post-mortem examination will be done to ascertain Daron's cause of death. Sad indeed. In this next story, so by now, you might have heard about the traffic accident at Hopewell District in the Darliston area of Westmoreland early yesterday morning, about 5 o'clock. I broke the news over on Facebook. Now, if you look on your screen, there is exactly where this accident took place. The driver for the truck, he's popularly known as Mike. Mike is said to be in his late 30s and he's living at Lennoxby Goods in the Darliston area of Westmoreland for many years. This is what Mike has been doing, moving people in the hills from point A to point B. That is what Mike was out doing early yesterday morning. We are told that Mike, he drove his blue 2003 Isuzu truck to the hills of Pinnock Shaftston, where he picked up some market vendors and their load to take them to the market. Both males and females were picked up as old as 65 years old. We are told that an 8-year-old boy was also on the truck. While they were traveling down the Hopewell Hill, we are told that the truck, it developed mechanical problems. There was no brake on the truck. While they were going around a left-hand corner, because there was no brake on the truck, Mike, he ended up losing control of it. As a result, the truck, it exited the right road edge onto the grass and dirt verge. The truck then collided with a boulder that was in the ground, causing the boulder to be uprooted. The truck, along with the boulder, then went over into the precipice where they came to a stop. All the persons on the truck, they received serious injuries, but Mr. Errol Pinkney, also known as Mas Tim, he was born on December 4, 1956, 67 years old, and he lived at Dillian Bigoods in the parish of Westmoreland. Mas Tim, he died as a result. Let's hope that the others, they survive. Sad indeed.
Papa, I them fi know say you firm street, and the news where you carry are no counterfeit. So tell all who a fighter you them can defeat, and a God give you strength so your heart no weak. So may I say God and greatness. Like, subscribe and share to Papa News Links if it's the truth you want to hear. Swear.
In this next incident, we are learning that yesterday morning, Friday, January 26, about minutes after 9 o'clock, the St. Catherine South Police, they were alerted to a scene at the Canefield at the stoplight, right at the intersection of Mandela Highway and Municipal Boulevard in St. Catherine. When they made checks, they saw the body of a man who was later identified as Victor Gray, but he was popularly known as BrownMan. BrownMan was born on October 15, 1972, 51 years old, and he lived at Mapleview Road in the Kingston 11 area. We are told that BrownMan, he was seen with gunshot wounds to his upper body. We are also told that a burnt-out blue 2012 Toyota Yaris motorcar was seen beside BrownMan's body. BrownMan appeared to have died hours before he was found. Our information is that when the police processed this crime scene, 3 9mm pen shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button as also hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you'll be one of the first to be notified. In the final story for today, this one took place late last night. Friday, January 26, about some minutes after 10 o'clock. It took place at Dennis Avenue in the Gregory Park area of Portmore in the parish of St. Catherine. Our information is that a female, her name is Annmarie Elby. Annmarie, she was a 50-year-old bartender. She had just gotten home and she was about to enter her home when she was pounced on by hoodlums who were armed with guns. The hoodlums, they opened gunfire at Annmarie, hitting her to her head and her neck. She fell to the ground and the hoodlums, they made good their escape in the area. We are told that Annmarie, she died on the spot. The police, they were called, and when they processed this crime scene, 6 9mm pen shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Papa News Link and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing if we just unite. What a country this will be if we just unite. Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite. What a country this will be if we just unite. Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them knock out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane. Everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town, man a pay blood a run. Murder, don't you baby me hear them a murder. Cut it out, tell them no gonna further. Man a dead like cans and bird, yeah. Who no listen them a word, yeah. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica.